2K TV is with Basketball Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Get expert tips on passing. The 2K TV Challenge returns and claims its first victim. And your top...
Welcome, everyone. This is the WNBA on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Washington Mystics as they go up against the New York Liberty. Along with Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, I'm Blake Suniga, and we're happy to have you along for another great game. So the Mystics win the tip. Well, the pick and roll is one of the oldest plays in basketball. How important do you guys think it is for teams to be able to effectively execute it?
Very important, Blake. The pick and roll presents so many options and counter options, so you better be sharp when running it.
It presents a lot of options.
Now here's Boyd. Tipped away. And the Mystics on the break. Buries it down low.
And I tell you, if you're careless with the rock around Delle, she's going to make you pay. That's just great anticipation.
Boyd with it. She's covered by Tolliver. Nurse outside. Fires from deep. The Mystics pull it in.
Well, with a clear look at the basket, she doesn't really miss a lot of those.
And it's good. 2 points.
Attacking the basket. You love to see it from Cloud, and as a taller guard, she can finish too.
And the foul on Natasha Cloud. That is her first foul of the game.
That is a quick foul for her there. The refs are calling it close.
Down low. Nurse makes it off the glass.
Running effective pick and rolls is only a small part of what makes Boyd a premier point guard in this league.
Shot's good by Sanders.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
Brittany Boyd draws the double. Pass to Zawi B. Outside Durr. Back to Zawi B. Clock at 6. Shoots over Cloud. Zawi B gets the bucket.
Garnering so much attention from the defense herself, so Durr plays with her head up and finds open teammates.
Here's Tolliver. Long range from the inbound, and it's Nurse with the rebound. In transition, here come the Liberty. Boyd can't get it to go. Christy Tolliver attacking. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Everything's going according to plan for them offensively so far. Coaching staff has got to be impressed.
And I'm impressed. I mean, the shots have been falling, that's for sure. They're scoring with confidence.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Cloud, a chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Nurse with it. Sanders covering. Pass to Zawi B. Delle brings the double team. Here's Durr. Sinks the 15-footer.
With a rapid release, Durr truly does not need much time to get her shot off.
Count it. Good.
She will make you throw your hands up as a defender. It just frustrates you because you just don't know how to play her.
Now here's Boyd. Pass to Zawi B. Nurse. That 3 off the mark. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. It's Elena Delle with the drive. Chalk up 2 right there.
Yeah, they're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. This just isn't going to cut it if they want a chance at winning this game.
Not at all. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. I mean, effort-wise, execution-wise, something. They've got to do better.
Now here's Nurse. 6 to shoot. Outside Boyd. They're fighting for possession, and that's going to be a jump ball. So it's Washington now. The Mystics on offense. Back to Cloud. And that's collected by Tina Charles. And so it's New York with it. It's a 10-point game. Nurse. Here's Durr. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Keeping defenders on their heels. It's what Durr is so good at, and it also helps her draw fouls.
One of the more unselfish young players in the league, Asia Durr. Her college coach once said that she would come out of halftime and sometimes ask, did I shoot too much?
2 shots.
She just wants to be a great teammate, and I admire that.
First free throw is good. Well, Durr is certainly a player that always puts the team's success over her individual success. How important is that for team chemistry?
Oh, Blake, I gotta say it's huge because it helps your teammates play looser and more free because they know what they can expect from you, and that mindset is contagious. So when everyone else catches on, big things can happen.
And stolen by Nurse. Out to the wing. Fires the 3. Not gonna go that time. And it's the Mystics taking it the other way. Christy Tolliver attacking. New York with the rebound.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get her off balance.
Off target from 3-point range.
A rough quarter scoring the ball. She's not helping.
The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Hey, look, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint, and they keep scoring points.
And you know, Brian, there's not really a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting in the paint like they have been on this run.
Pass to Boyd. Brittany Boyd draws the double. Just 5 to shoot. Poked loose. Stolen by Christy Tolliver. Off to a good start as she hits her first shot attempt.
We're seeing some good ball movement out of them.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
And here's Boyd. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for her. Pass to Charles. Outside Durr. For 3. Rebounded by Tolliver. Trying to add a few more points to their lead.
And it's not rocket science at this point. Just stay with what you've been doing.
Now here's Nurse. She's covered closely, and she banks in the layup.
Yeah, I admire Boyd's intuition as a floor general. It's almost like she sees plays develop before the defense does.
Their crisp passing has opened things up offensively.
Yeah, it makes the game easy. 10 straight points off of an assist. That's impressive.
Gets the 3 to fall.
Well, there's still a lot of time for Boyd to improve her three-point shot, and it's her eagerness to learn from veterans that has really impressed me.
You know, it's not been the best quarter for her as far as scoring. We'll see if she can get back on track.
And fouled hard that time, and she'll get 2 shots at the line. Christy Tolliver picks one up.
One of the brightest stars in the WNBA, Elena Delle. Arguably the biggest name selected in the draft in the last decade. She is the unquestioned leader of this team.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that one misses. And with Delle, she does so much on offense for this team.
And that is why the Mystics paid the high price to get her via trade. Now, Delle is a former MVP, still in the prime of her career, and this team will go as far as she takes them.
That one misses.
Drafted 9th overall in the 2015 WNBA draft, Boyd went on to lead all rookies in steals per game.
They've made one bucket after another since getting this game started. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet, Tim. I wouldn't go that far, but it has been pretty ugly so far.
And it's Christy Tolliver with the foul. That's foul number 2 for her.
And they're one away from being in the penalty.
They're going to have to be cautious from now on because the next one puts them on the line.
Those free throws can really add up.
To the middle. Here's right. Yes, and it's Bria Hartley picking up the assist.
Ran her defender straight into that screen to open up the lane to the hoop.
Tipped. Here's Misaman. No good there. And it's the Liberty taking it the other way. To the paint. Here's Zowie B. And she lays it straight in.
They worked it in nicely right there.
The Mystics leading. And Emma Misaman, here we go. It's good.
Defensively, they've been a step slow early on.
Allowing too many open shots. They've seemed a little sluggish.
Pass to right. Back to Hartley. Charles with it. She's covered by Cloud. Charles, no good.
That's the kind of D that's needed when she's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over her. Huge advantage for them already.
Total control, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I'd look for this lead to get even bigger.
Absolutely.
Now here's Hartley. Wyatt so far offensively searching for her first points of the game. Buries it from three-point range.
She can be forgotten in their offense sometimes, but the D, you got to keep an eye on her still.
Hawkins misses. And so it's New York with it. They trail by 9 points. Pass to Allen. Here's Zowie B. This one for 3. And again, it's the Liberty from deep.
They're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
You're right. 3 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Here's Misaman. Cans the shot from the wing.
A capable perimeter shooter. Misaman has a wide-ranging skill set, and look, she's really not your traditional big.
Well, I mean, that's already her second foul, and that's going to force her to tone it down at the defensive end.
Some players rise to high expectations, and Tina Charles is certainly one of them. After being selected first overall in 2010, Charles was the Rookie of the Year with Connecticut.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. And remember, that rookie season for Charles was historic. One of the best postseasons ever.
How about this number, Blake? Charles set the record for rebounds in a season during that rookie year, making a statement. She'll be a force in the WNBA for years to come.
And the Mystics making a change here.
Shooting 2.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Tina Charles has had lots of great years in the league, but 2012 was arguably her finest. Charles averaged a double-double, garnering MVP honors for Connecticut.
And no luck at the stripe this time. Second miss. Yeah, for Charles in 2012, winning MVP in just her third year in the league.
And guys, she carried Connecticut, leading the team in points, rebounds, and blocks. And she helped the Sun finish 25-9, owning the best record in the East.
Now here's Wright. She's got 5. Hawkins brings the double team. Pass to Hartley. Now here's Charles. The fadeaway. Basket good.
It's not just close in. Charles also flourishes in the mid-range. Unfair to stop.
And Emma Misaman, here we go. And it's in. The Liberty Trail. Hartley outside. Fires high post. And that one hits back iron.
Well, I'm going to say the defense got pretty lucky right there because she's going to make a lot more of those than she misses when she gets that much room.
And so it's New York with it. Right outside. Allen. Right outside. To the inside. Tipped. And they're on the break. Takes it from 10. The second effort. And so she draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. It's going to be on Amanda Zawibi.
Well, while most in the U.S. start their professional careers at 21, 22 years old, Europeans like Emma Misaman start much younger. Her first season as a pro was just when she was 16 years old in her native Belgium.
And she knocks down the first one. And Emma was so strong at a young age. In 2011, named the World Young Player of the Year.
It's so impressive what she's done. Misaman has played on multiple championship teams for clubs in Europe. And in the WNBA, guys, she's made a great adjustment to the American game as well.
Both good at the line.
Liberty having some issues as a team recently, finishing near the bottom of the league, and clearly they just can't seem to build around the all-world player, Tina Charles.
Here's Allen. She hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And the shot goes down.
You simply cannot say enough about the quarter she's having. I mean, every one of her attempts has gone down.
Took him no time at all on that one. And for the Liberty, the turnovers and play of the supporting cast just hasn't been there.
Man, I feel that in our broadcast so many times. You know, the performance of our supporting cast a lot of times isn't there. But overall, this team is just sloppy at times when they can't afford to be. Too many turnovers, and they don't really get to the line and earn easy baskets.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Mystics will retain possession. On defense, New York. It's a 10-point game, and she gets it to go.
That's been a go-to shot for them today, fellas.
Yeah, they found that sweet spot between the paint and the three-point line, and they are knocking them down.
Now here's Charles. She makes that one drop, only her second in 5 goes.
When it comes to scoring in the paint, Tina Charles is as good as anyone in the history of this league. Has every post move in the book.
From the elbow, and Washington again with the bucket.
They're not taking the easy route here. They're earning their points with the jump shot now.
That's right. 6 of their last 10 points have come from mid-range.
Now here's Zawibi. She's got 9. The fader. Pass to Johannes. Shot clock at 6. Hartley. Here's Charles. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
There aren't many better in league history on the O boards. Charles is tenacious on the glass and getting the hoop.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. The Mystics on top, up by 10. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And we'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move into the second. And for the Mystics, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
They've made the most of their fast break chances here in the early going.
Yeah, tie your shoelaces because they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
And it's New York's ball, trailing by 10. To the wing on the left. Shoots from the elbow. Here's Zowie B. Pass to Allen. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Now here's Miesman. Defense is right there. Stolen by Tina Charles. Hartley outside. Left side, Charles. Out of bounds, it'll be Mystics' ball.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
Elena,
Delle Donne inside, working on Charles. And so it's New York with it. It's a 10-point game. Pass to Allen. Quarter number 2, and we're just about a minute in. Charles, good.
Good ball movement. She put that pass in the ideal spot, and I can guarantee you her teammate appreciated it.
That one, good for 2. Now, since the Sparks won back-to-back titles in 2001 and 2002, no team has been able to do that again for over 15 years. Brian, how do you like the parity of the league?
Well, I've really enjoyed it because the title race every year is pretty much wide open. And I think part of that is with fewer teams, each team has multiple superstars. So we see more even teams than you might see in the NBA.
The league has done a nice job with the setup. The regular season, the playoff system, it gives lots of teams a good shot. It's part of why we love the WNBA. There are no sure things.
The first one falls for her.
You kind of think Emma Miesman was born with a basketball in her hands. Growing up in Belgium, she was immersed in the game.
And good on the second, so she makes both. And Miesman has done her mother and country proud, a great player for her national team.
Well, Emma was huge in helping Belgium qualify for their first ever major international tournament, the 2018 World Championships. Ended up being an incredible success for Belgium, making it all the way to the semis.
Substitution for the Mystics. Latoya Saunders.
And there's the foul. It's on Nurse. That'll be her second foul of the game.
Well, another foul will give her 3 before the half. That's something to keep an eye on.
Here's Delle Donne. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Well, her shooting has been outstanding. Definitely, one of the reasons why they're winning this game.
Outside Charles. And they double up Tina Charles. Yes, it's good.
Some defensive breakdowns happening now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
And giving up these high percentage shot attempts, it's not going to get it done. They need to figure it out.
I tell you, it's no wonder opponents describe Delle Donne's game as superhero-esque. She doesn't need a lot of space or time to get herself rolling.
Good on the shot.
And they're really keeping that ball hopping around.
Yeah, hip-hopping around if you ask me. Look, their last 5 trips have all ended with a great pass leading to a hoop. They are really sharing the basketball.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second period. And the shot goes in. Here's Johannes. Looking for her first basket still in this one. Nurse outside. Sweet little floater.
Another good pass. Impressive offensive execution from them.
Yeah, passing has kept the defense off balance. 4 straight field goals made off an assist.
Tolliver, that's good.
Comfortable being uncomfortable. Tolliver can score in pretty much the most difficult situations.
Here's Johannes. Here's Nurse. It's good for her 4th bucket of the game. She's shooting 4 for 8.
Wow. I mean, come on. That's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, it's just nowhere to be found.
They have to start committing more bodies down low.
Check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates on the same page.
Durr, up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Known more for her shooting than her finishing, but don't you dare sleep on Durr's touch around the basket.
Pass to Zawi B. The second chance effort, and she lays it in.
Not much resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Those looks they're allowing are almost automatic. In fact, I'll just say it, they are automatic.
Here's Johannes. No scoring yet from her, but that's likely to change. Durr's shot is off. The Mystics leading. Pass to Tolliver. Walker Kimbrough, defended by Nurse. And Washington again with the bucket.
A brilliant distributor. Tolliver excels at scanning the court and dishing the rock.
Inside, Nurse. A beautiful reverse layup.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. Get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number 1. Effort, nothing easy inside.
The lead pass was put in just the right spot to produce the layup.
She put that lead pass on a platter for her.
Here's Delle Donne, and she comes up with the deuce.
She is just tearing it up this quarter, and I don't think this lead is going to go anywhere while she's this hot from the field.
And a chance here to see the incredible Tina Charles in action. Former MVP, she won the award in 2012, without a doubt, the leader of the New York Liberty.
So it's Washington now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Tolliver, that's good.
With the get better every day mentality, Tolliver has become one of the most respected players in the association.
And with Tina Charles, she has always been great and proved her defense recently.
And the defensive improvement goes hand in hand with her rebounding. Always been one of the best rebounders in the league, but now she gives you everything you want on the block.
And the Liberty call time here. Mystics making a switch here. And so it's New York with it, trailing by 10. Now here's Boyd. He's covered by Tolliver. Back to Boyd. Just 5 on the clock. Can't knock in the 3. And Washington has possession. Here's Tolliver. And again, it's Washington converting.
You see, they're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper if the defense will continue to give it to them. And I like that. If the defense is forcing you to shoot it, then, hey, make them pay.
You know, it's all about getting looks. You get an open look, take it. And they've used that shot to great effect.
Count it.
Great take from Delle at 6'5". She's so tough in the lane.
Here's New York now. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Charles. Back to Boyd. Stolen by Sanders. Outside Atkins. That one's good, and so Natasha Cloud gets the assist.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
They've given up 10 of the last 12 points from close range, so I'd have to agree.
Now here's Boyd. Delle covering. Back to Charles. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Zawi B. To halt the run. Another shot. Rebounded by the Mystics. Delle inside. Working on Charles. And there it is.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
No luck needed. It is working for sure. 5 of their last 6 field goals, they've come from inside the paint.
Timeout called the Liberty.
And the Mystics are another team that prefers to do their work from outside. Now, Elena Delle leads the way, but they have a handful of great shooters, most notably Christy Tolliver, who can carry the shooting load for the team.
To end the drought. Tries again. And she takes it up and lays it in.
She's knocking down her shots today, but it unfortunately hasn't really translated to the scoreboard.
It's Elena Delle with the drive. And that comes off the assist by Natasha Cloud. And with Washington, they shoot from outside, but still don't push the pace.
Yeah, Blake, the Mystics are a team that will look for the most efficient shot. Doesn't mean they want to get up and down the floor. Rare to see a slow-paced team take a lot of threes.
And when you look at some of the player recovery methods now, cryosaunas, oxygen tents, how much has that helped players in the last, say, 5 years or so?
Well, I think the advancements have helped these players out because, remember, when the WNBA season ends, basically everyone is playing in Europe or Asia or somewhere else around the world.
Yeah, it just makes taking care of your body so important. You don't get a lot of time to rest or much of an off season.
She's off on the second.
Well, the New York Liberty, a marquee franchise in the WNBA, one of the chartered teams in the league, but unfortunately, they're still looking for their first title.
Pass to Allen. Zawi B. Now Charles. She's covered by Tolliver. Here's right. New York, no good that time either. And with the Liberty, as you said, that first championship, something they are searching for.
New York has come close several times. They've played in 4 WNBA finals, and this team is desperate for a banner, but it just hasn't been in the cards for them.
Comes up empty down low. It's been all Mystics. Fires from the wing, and Washington again with the bucket.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Everybody always thinks it's passing that gets you assists, but also their movement off the ball, it's created those opportunities.
She's putting on an excellent offensive display, and she may just be getting started.
Cloud. It's rebounded by Wright.
Well, they're in the lead, but she's still been frustrated offensively.
Charles, count it.
She is setting this place on fire. Her shooting has been off the charts.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over.
Ladies and gentlemen, dance team.
And the Mystics making a change here. It's been all Mystics. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Yep, that one goes.
She has put her foot on the gas pedal this quarter. She's doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Now here's Wright. 5 points in the game. Out to the left wing. To the inside. Hartley, good.
Down there in the low post is where you want to create a lot of your offense.
Here's Misaman. Amanda Zawibi with the defensive effort. On offense, here the Liberty. It's Tanisha Wright on the wing. She's covered by Cloud. Pass to Allen. Charles with it. Allen, 6 to shoot. Here's Wright. No good on the triple.
She got one to fall in the first quarter, but in the second quarter simply has not been able to find her shot from downtown.
You know, she shouldn't miss those, but, you know, it happens to the best of them.
Here's Powers. The rebound by Hartley.
That's too good a look to pass up there, despite the result.
Down low. Charles, good.
She's leading the way offensively. Can they ride her back into it?
Pass to Misaman. Nice! 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
They've got away from the 3 ball as they look to protect this lead.
And sometimes that can be a mistake, but they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so you know what? It makes sense.
And here's Zawibi. And Powers pulls it down. Here's Tiana Hawkins, plenty of space. And Washington again with the bucket.
What vision. It's almost like she has a built-in radar. Cloud just knows when teammates get open.
Outside Charles. Pass to Allen. Zawibi to the paint. Charles. And she drops in the layup off glass.
They own the paint right now, 10 straight coming from the inside.
They are constantly finding lanes to the hoop, getting great looks in tight.
And that one good.
A professor in physicality, Misaman will always give you her best effort.
Here's Charles. Hawkins covering. They get it again.
Not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
And it'll happen again and again if they don't put more effort into boxing out.
And that's what it's all about, Brian. Rebounding, effort.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. The Mystics on top, opening a huge gap. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. Welcome back to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the final two quarters. What can you say? Elena Delle, Donne, an impressive effort here today.
I know we've said it about 1,000,000 times already, but I'll say it again. She's had a great half, scored a lot of points.
And in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half she had. She can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close. And we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third started. Nurse with the bucket.
The defenders didn't really even get a sniff of her on that move to the iron.
Sanders down low, covered by Zowie B. Good on the bucket. And so it's New York with it.
You know, one thing I admire about Sanders is her resiliency. Dealing with major injuries and anemia might slow down others, but not her.
Now here's Cloud, and Washington again with the bucket.
That's such a hard shot to drain. Credit to Cloud. Defenders might not have seen the pull-up coming.
Nurse with the bucket. And despite everything Sanders has been through, she's remained a solid rebounder.
Attacks the glass the same way she attacks life, with everything she's got. Good timing and recognition. LaToya has no problem doing the dirty work.
And she gets the bucket.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass.
It certainly wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap.
Now here's Boyd. Pass to Nurse. Zowie B. And she was fouled in the act of shooting, an opportunity for a three-point play.
Off to a hot start this half. That's 4 straight made buckets.
So far in the game, she's 0 for 2 at the line.
One shot.
So it's Washington now. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Guys, remember, Elena Delle was the top recruit in the country out of high school. Incredibly, after transferring from a huge hoop school to closer home, her first year in college was spent playing volleyball.
2 shots.
Thankfully for hoops fans everywhere, Delle picked up hoops again at Delaware, and what a career she ended up having.
Yeah, just a special player, especially at the mid-major level. Multiple-time All-American. Her career scoring average was 27, and that probably helped to get drafted second overall in 2013. I really think what separates Delle from the rest of the pack is her incredible shooting abilities at 6'5". You know, she's got that high release that's so difficult to defend.
And so she makes both from the line. And guys, she's not just a jump shooter. Delle has all the shots in the book.
I really love that about her game. She can shoot out of a spin move, fade away, floated, incredible touch. Has been so close to a 50, 40, 90 season.
Now here's Nurse. 14 points for her. Charles, good.
I'm waiting for the fire alarm to go off the way they've come out blazing in this second half with 5 straight makes.
And that one's good, Atkins.
A nice start to the second half. Just 1 miss in their first 5 attempts.
Pass to Zawi B. And here's Durr, defended by Sanders. From downtown, and it's Asia Durr with the 3.
They've had a fantastic start to the second half. Haven't missed a shot yet.
Here's Delle lays it up and banks it in.
What a top-notch game she's having. And really, she's got her team in front. And it sure seems like she's going to keep them there if she can continue to play like this.
Now here's Zawi B. She's got 18. And they pick up 2.
Well, despite the play of the team, she has done exceptionally well here.
Elena Delle on the wing, guarded by Charles. And the shot counts. She's fouled. That's a chance for a 3-point play. So it'll be Elena Delle shooting. It goes on Brittany Boyd.
One shot.
The top high school recruit in the nation, the 2nd overall pick of the WNBA draft, Elena Delle. She's lived up to the lofty expectations that have followed her entire career.
Now here's Boyd, stolen by Delle. And here's Ariel Atkins outside. Good, and Christy Tolliver gets the assist.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
It's Kia Nurse on the wing. Kia Nurse is doubled. Zawi B, defended by Sanders. And it's Asia Durr off the drive. Score the bucket. She's made 5 so far, shooting a nifty 5 for 7.
There's a pattern taking shape. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Yeah, 4 of their last 5 baskets have been of exactly that variety.
A challenging stretch for New York here. Here's Nurse. No good on that shot. Elena Delle with a defensive effort.
Well, Tim, they've only got a slight edge in rebounding, but it feels a lot bigger than that.
The score has a lot to do with that. Their overall effort and execution have been superior.
Now here's Boyd. Pass to Nurse. To the middle. Here's Charles. Yep, that one goes.
More points for Charles. Watch out when she gets going. She won the 2016 scoring title, scoring over 21 per game for the Liberty.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses, and she'll shoot 2.
Well, you look over the history for the Mystics, not a lot of high moments for the team, a lot of struggles over the years, and they're still looking for their first title.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. And you can feel the pressure on this team to get that first banner.
Yeah, they've made the moves they've needed to try for one, and getting Delle was a huge step in that direction. But this franchise, it might seem snake-bitten, but you feel that they're on the verge of something big. Tim, can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? They've been perfect.
Brian, I almost can't believe this. As cool as can be. Great focus, great efficiency. That's how they've built this lead.
The right way.
Very heady play by Cloud. Tremendous job to start the break with the first pass, too.
Here's Johannes. Elena Delle with a defensive effort. Cloud inside. Shot from the low block, and she makes that one.
It's something that Cloud has worked tirelessly on, her shot. She's made great strides since her start in the league with her shot.
A nice shot by Durr.
Great job spotting her teammate near the bucket and firing the pass in there.
So it's Washington now. A baseline J. Kept alive. Delle. And there's 2 points. Work on the glass paying off that time.
Well, absolutely. She's been a matchup nightmare in this team. She's eaten up anyone they've had on her.
Down low. Stolen by Sanders. Here's Delle. And she takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Down low, Delle has the ability to score in droves. It's part of why she normally scores around 20 points, sometimes even more most nights.
That pass led her so perfectly, she didn't even have to break stride. Well, one player that immediately comes to mind when I think of relentless work ethics is Asia Durr. Now, she's always working on her game, and throughout her life, coaches have actually had to force her to train less.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over. And you talk about the work Durr puts into her craft. How important is a good work ethic for a young talent like her, Tim?
Oh, it's critical, Blake. Always important to establish early on that you're in it to win it. You want to earn the trust of your teammates and coaches, and working tirelessly will do that for you.
Left side, Tolliver. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Gains confidence with every made shot. Tolliver has a different gear she can tap into.
Here's Johannes. She's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Zowie B. Down to 5 on the shot clock. They get it back. A nice shot by Durr.
She is a machine at the offensive end. I wonder how far behind they would be if she was not having this kind of a quarter. Those defenders look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're just getting pushed around on the low block. Maybe coach has got to make a substitution or something to energize his team.
Well, they better rally soon. They've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint. That's where you like your shots to come from.
The Mystics on offense. Inside. Here's Delle. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, she's been reliable again today. They need her points, and she's providing them.
To the inside. Charles. Great pass to set up the land.
Well, it's a good thing she showed up today because without her, they'd be in deeper trouble.
There's the double team with Durr. A nice shot by Powers.
You start hitting a few of those mid-range shots, and it can open up your whole game.
To the paint. A nice shot by Durr.
Nobody should be surprised at this scoring outburst from Durr. Let's not forget the time she scored 47 points in college.
And she should thank the D for those 2 points. Nobody really paying much attention to her there.
Inside. Zowie B gets the bucket.
Almost an impossible shot to block in the post. The defender can't give up that much size inside and expect to get a hand on it.
Here's Tolliver. Soft touch off the glass.
A high-octane offensive talent, Tolliver plays focused and passionate basketball, and really, she's always improving her game.
Here's Johannes. She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change.
That's what I call pretty passive. Timely recognition as to where the open teammate was.
Time called here. The Mystics decide to talk it over.
Well, they want to tinker with the game plan a little bit, and now's the time to do it.
Yeah, there was clearly some things going on out there that the coaching staff just wasn't a fan of.
Mystics making a switch here. Now Tolliver. She's got 25. Up and in from the low block.
Using tremendous body control and balance to hit the contested shot, Tolliver is unfazed by defenders.
To the inside. Shot's good by Johannes.
They're scoring not carloads, not van loads, boatloads, big boatloads of buckets at the rim today.
Well, the defensive rotations have been a step slow, and it's helped them get that ball in close time after time.
Pass to Allen. Zowie B. Rebounded by Walker Kimbrough.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Now here's Hartley. Count that bucket.
They continue to get it inside. The defense struggling to just contain them.
And look, when you make 5 in a row from in tight like they have, it also just takes pressure off of your perimeter guys.
Great point. She's been able to find her open teammate every trip down the floor.
I mean, it sure has seemed like it, right? I mean, great day passing the rock for her.
It's rare to see her come up empty on such a wide open look.
Pass to Powers. Unloads from 13 feet. New York with the rebound.
The D should be thanking her for that miss.
Here's Wright. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You know, it doesn't matter that she's one of the slower players on the floor when she gets that wide open of a lane to the rim.
That one goes in.
After leaning on the three-point shot in the first half, they're starting to get away from it here in the second. More of their shots are coming from inside.
Now here's Hartley. Pass to Johannes. She's off on that one, so the Mystics will take it the other way. Here's Misaman. Offensive rebound. And that one's good. Hawkins.
Perseverance, it always pays off on the offensive glass.
Now Zowie B. Here's Here's Allen, and terrific work on the offensive glass as she picks up 2.
That's a great play on the glass, and for her, it's what really we expect from her. All her second chance points do not come by accident.
Pass to Johannes. Jacks up a 3. Here's the second effort, and it's good on the land. And here's Washington. Here's Walker Kimbrough, stolen by Hartley. Here's Johannes. She's covered by Tolliver, and she uses the glass on the layup. Here's Walker Kimbrough, and lots of contact there, missing the shot, and will shoot 2 at the line. It's on Bria Hartley.
Shooting for the Mystics. Shatori Walker-Kimbrough. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And she makes the first. That's also good, so she hits them both. Outside Boyd. Back to Hartley. Shoots the 3. Rebounded by the Mystics. Here's Walker Kimbrough, and it's good from the elbow.
Yes. Tiana Hawkins.
Hartley with it. Rejected by Tiana Hawkins. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Mystics on top, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the fourth quarter. And now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Some floor generalship right here, guys, showing us why they're always in good hands when she's in charge.
Yeah, she's the straw that stirs the drink for them, and that's how she does it with her dynamite passing skills.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And yes, she's got the English that time as it falls.
Since halftime, she's finally coming around.
Hartley outside. Second chance shot, and that's good. A nice job on the glass, and they pick up the 2 on the second effort. Here's Sanders. Again, the Mystics score.
Well, when she can step back and hit from this range, Sanders forces defenders to follow her out there, and it really opens up the post a little more.
Now here's Hartley. No good from 11 feet. Pass to Leslie. Shoots over right. Again, the Mystics score.
Fundamentally sound, instinctual, what else you want? Leslie knows how to pick her spots, and she doesn't mind the mid-range.
Here's Hartley. Here's Rain Kakakunwe. Right outside. Clock at 6. She can't get that one to fall.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle today.
And control the boards has given them control of this game.
Some tough offensive sets, and they really want to turn it around.
They got to lock in and need a basket just to regain some momentum. Well, that's why teams work so hard to get the ball inside. It's to create those high percentage looks and to keep the buckets coming.
Leslie, solid shot from a distance of about 14 feet.
That's 10 straight points off of mid-range jumpers.
Yeah, they're picking their spots and finding holes in the middle of that defense to get these shots. Very good discipline shown by this side.
Shot's good by Wright.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there. She was all alone for that shot. I mean, that's like a warm-up jumper.
Wasted no time on that one.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of the last 10 points have been assisted on.
Some great passing. They keep on finding the open teammate. Good ball movement. Tough call there and a tough break to the D.
But I don't have a problem with the call, Tim. She looked like she was still sliding in there.
And the Mystics call time here.
Well, every single player in this league has a unique journey. But Kim Mestog really has a cool story. After not making the WNBA out of college back in 2012, she spent years playing overseas before eventually making it in the league in 2019.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it. Here's Allen. Hawkins covering. Rain Kakakunwe. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance points, they're just like bonus points if you can get them.
Here's Hines Allen. Got a hand on it.
Well, look, we all know about Sue's height, but she also has good timing and good awareness, which is what helps her as a shot blocker.
Allen's shot is off. Here's Hines Allen. Banked in off the glass. Now here's Wright. To the middle. Rain Kakakunwe. Good.
She always knows where her teammates are going to be, and she'll have that ball there waiting for them.
And Hartley is going to pick up the foul. That'll be her second foul of the game.
You gotta have a cooler head than that.
You're one to talk. Anyways, that was clearly just a frustration foul. She needs to take a few deep breaths, and so do you, Tim.
Couldn't run the inbounds play any better than that.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now for this fourth quarter. Deflected. Hines Allen pulls it in.
There's no way around it. It's been a difficult game for her offensively, and it has cost her team.
And that one's good. Hawkins.
Assistant, Kim Mestog.
And it's New York's ball. Here's Allen. They get it back.
She may have been surprised to find herself so open. I mean, maybe that's why she missed.
Pulls it from the elbow. Here's Hines Allen. Makes it off the glass. And here is Wright. Pass to Rain Kakakunwe. Yes! And it's Tanisha Wright picking up the assist. And here's Washington. And the basket by Mestog.
I'll bet her percentage is pretty high from that range.
And the Liberty with possession here. Here's Rain Kakakunwe. Here's Sue. Hawkins covering. Now here's Wright. With the floater. It's a misfire, and she's now 4 of 9 from the field. Here's Leslie. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense was ready for her, got a hand in her face, and made that one much tougher.
And that's something that every team needs. Rugged interior defense to just make your opponent think twice about coming down the lane.
Basket counts.
Blessed with incredible height. Born to dominate around the basket.
Here's Leslie. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good pass work. The assist was right on target.
And so it's New York with it. Now Wright. Pass to Rain Kakakunwe. Allen. Hawkins covering. Hartley outside. Foul called that time on the way up, and that'll give her 2 chances at the free throw line.
First personal foul. At the line for your New York Liberty, Bria Hartley. 2 shots.
2 shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one at the line is good. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Even though they're down, they're putting on a show at the free throw line this half.
Man, they're making the most of their opportunities at the charity stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Lays it in off the breakaway.
She wasn't going to wait around for help on that break.
No chance. And how about that solo performance just going all the way?
Here's Delle. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them inside.
Now here's Hartley. Gray outside. Down low. Here's Sue. Shoots over Delle. And that one goes in as she's fouled. It'll be 3 points if she can convert the free throw.
The first player from China drafted into the WNBA since 1997. Han Su is absolutely a trailblazer. Drafted as a 19-year-old, she came into the league as the 2nd tallest player in WNBA history.
Shooting 1.
Well, we know about Han Su's height, Bryant, but what skill set does she bring to the floor?
Well, she moves incredibly smooth and fluidly for someone her height, guys. And as a big, that's huge, especially when you're constantly setting screens and helping your teammates get open.
Here's Leslie. Drops in the breakaway layup.
That's deflating for a team. Coughing the ball up, then having it turn into immediate points at the other end.
Yeah, that just feels like giving up 2 buckets.
Here's Johannes. Pass to Rain Kakakunwe. Inside. Gets that one to drop. That's one of her 5 shots she's made while missing 7 others.
What a great performance in this half. Now, she didn't really play as well in the first, but you know that she's someone who can turn it around in a hurry.
Here's Johannes. Gray outside. Here's Sue to the paint. Rain Kakakunwe. And she floats it in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Well, that pick, it worked like a charm. A nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Johannes with the rebound. And it's New York's ball. Here's Gray. And out of bounds, the Mystics will take it.
Mystics ball. Tanisha Wright.
Sanders, Powers covering. Here's Johannes. And two shots coming up at the line as she gets fouled on the shot. And there's the whistle. Foul on the Washington Mystics.
At the line for your New York Liberty, Maureen Johannes, taking 2 shots.
2.
The first one falls. And good on both. So it's Washington now. Pass to Hines Allen. And yep, it's good.
Just really good awareness right there on the assist.
Right with it. To the inside. Rain Kakakunwe. Yes! And it's Tanisha Wright picking up the assist.
The points just keep coming for her this quarter, and at the right time, too, as they continue to try and narrow this deficit.
Now here's Gray. Pass to Johannes. Here's Sue. And she banks in the layup.
Using strength and length, Sue can pretty much overpower anybody.
And that's a foul called on Wright. That is her first foul of the game. The Mystics making a switch here. Here's Mess Dog. Doesn't get it to drop for her. So New York will take it the other way. Pass to Johannes. Here's Sue. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
That is some dime dropping. Exquisite assist.
And another miss by Washington. Here's Wright. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score.
She's going to play her way right onto the bench if she continues to shoot the ball like she has this quarter.
Here's Johannes. To the middle. Sue. Count that one.
Textbook. Nice pass, nice catch, nice shot.
Here's Mess Dog. She's guarded by Wright.
Well, she didn't have a hand in her face, so I thought she was for sure going to bury that.
Here's Gray. So she gets the whistle. Contact on the way up. 2 shots. Next. That's on LaToya Sanders.
Well, it's always good to take advantage of over-eager defenders. Now, Gray is smart and keeps the opponents on their toes.
2.
And the first one drops.
A second-round pick in the 2015 WNBA draft. Rashonda Gray has been a bit of an underdog in this league. She's been getting better each season, though, and I think that she can become a premier talent pretty soon.
And she makes both free throws. And with Gray slipping out of the first round back in 2015, Brian, would that give you any added motivation to succeed in the pros?
Definitely, Blake. For Gray, she's got to have that same mindset. Believe in yourself and show the world what you can do. I believe in her dedication towards being a star in this league.
Now here's Wright. That one goes. Count it.
She was one step ahead of the D in making that pass. Nice assist.
Here's Hines Allen. It's rebounded by Wright. Pass to Sue. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Boy, I'm not sure what that was about. Talk about a brain cramp.
That's just completely out of left field. She lost all sense of the time and the situation.
She misses the free throw.
Becoming the first player from China drafted into the WNBA in over 20 years. Sue is a true pioneer.
She hits the second from the line.
Not as productive of a trip to the line as she'd have liked. They really need all their free throws to go down at this point.
And so she earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and she'll shoot two. It's going to go on Tanisha Wright.
Watching Leslie's development in college was so much fun, and I'm excited to see her expand her game here in the pros.
Shooting two.
That free throw missing.
Well, Kiera Leslie's WNBA career definitely didn't start out the way she had planned. It was so tough to see her suffer a torn meniscus less than a week into the preseason of her rookie year.
And she sinks the second. And given that brutal injury that delayed the start of her WNBA career, Tim, what can we expect from Leslie for the rest of her career?
Well, guys, go back to her college days. When she received increased minutes, she answered that with increased production. She could score the rock with an effective jumper and also rebounds at a high rate. She's going to have great seasons in this league.
At the line for two.
The first one falls. She hits one and then misses the second attempt from the line. There's the triple. The three-pointer is on target.
Really, her biggest strength is the three-pointer. Mestog is a dead-eye shooter. Part of the reason why she's a great player for the Belgian national team.
Here's Wright. Basket number 5 goes in. She's now 5 for 12 from the floor.
Well, their offense is kicked into gear, but it's come just a little too late.
I think it may be, but at least they're finally showing some signs of life offensively, but too bad it's past the point where it'll do them much good.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Johannes. Shoots from 12. Sanders with the rebound.
Timeout.
And the Mystics call time here.
Well, one big that doesn't quite have the size for the position is Sanders, but she's never let that stop her. Prides herself on being unique.
All right, fans, get on your feet and make some noise for T-shirt time!
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Christy Tolliver.
I just love her passion and her fire. Total dominance in this one. No one on the floor can match her intensity.
I think she got an extra lift from the away fans tonight, guys. They were letting her have it, but she responded with one of her best outings.
To the paint. Here we go, all alone. Shot's good by Wright.
Yeah, and the floor really opened up for her there.
And that was not a good reaction from the defense.
Yeah, they look real slow.
Soft touch off the glass.
Terrific run to put this ball game away.
And now let's see just how much longer they keep that foot on the accelerator.
Yeah, got to keep it on the accelerator to the finish line.
And she commits the intentional foul.
Number 1. First personal foul. At the line for your New York Liberty, Maureen Johannes. At the line for 2.
And the first one falls for her. She's perfect from the line this time. And Washington has possession. Here's Mess Dog. And she drops in the layup off glass.
Not at all a bad passer for a 6'3 forward. Sanders with a great feed for the hoop.
And so they foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. At the line for your New York Liberty, Tanisha Wright. Taking 2 shots.
No good on that one. And she's good on the second. Here's Hines Allen. And she uses the glass on the layup.
Great communication between teammates there.
So it's the Mystics winning this one easily. And this one was all over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, but they never got it.
Yeah, I mean, they rolled to this one. They made it look simple and efficient performance at both the offensive and defensive ends.
So that's going to do it for this one, folks.